And a warm welcome to a damp and cold Turf Moor here tonight. But Burnley looking to keep the pace going at the top of the Premier League against the QPR side. His main objective again this season was to stave off relegation. They'll find it tough going here at Turf Moor tonight, QPR, that's for sure. Burnley in form side at the moment, having beaten 10 men Newcastle, with 10 men beaten Newcastle by 4 goals to 1. And Bruno comes in at the back in place of John Stones, who's actually suspended for 1 game due for his red card at Newcastle. Otherwise it's the same 11 that took to the field at St James's Park on Saturday. And that's for QPR. So look at their lineup. McCarthy preferred to Rob Green in the goals. Bobby Zamora partners Charlie Austin in attack. They're going to match Burnley like for like in terms of formation there, which is quite a bold statement there by Chris Ramsey. And it's going to be Zamora and Austin of QPR. Zamora, obviously Charlie Austin rather back on his old territory. Something like 60 odd goals for the Clarets in 3 seasons for the club. Only got new blood now to get in, and here's Harry Kane. Nice touch for him. And he's Trippier. Cruyff. A nice turn. He gets his shot away, and a good save by Alex McCarthy. Burnley made odds-on favourites by the bookies tonight to ram home 3 crucial points. To Burnley. Sure what the decision was all about there. It is a 3 kick to the Clarets. See any infringement, but Burnley get the decision. And Trippier. And they beat 1 man too many. Here come QPR now leading the charge out of defence, and Austin is waiting with intent in the middle and still going, and the shot is gone wide. Robinson had made the initial break and almost made it pay for QPR. Oh dear, an aberration by John Ruddy, almost punished by, it was Bobby Zamora. It doesn't get easier for the champions, it doesn't get any easier. They've got a trip down up to down in the Etihad Stadium on the outskirts of Manchester for a date with Manchester City. So the games do come tougher. They've got a Capital One Cup tie away against Liverpool to come as well. Quarter-final of that particular competition. Here's Bojan at the other end. Early cross in, a goal! Ings is there once again to strike another goal to his toe this season, and his reputation is growing faster and faster all the time. He can't stop scoring. Certainly in the last 2 or 3 seasons he has kept growing his stature as a footballer and takes the acclaim of the Turf Moor crowd. Goal 21 of the season in the league this season. We're not even up to December yet. We're midway through November time, and it just baffles me why he's not picked for England at the moment. Because he's the best English striker that's out there in terms of goal scoring in the Barclays Premier League. Kane now. Ings has gone further forward and he's through now. Could he be 2 in the space of a few minutes? McCarthy absolutely taken out, and it's gone in! It needed the help of the upright on its way through, but it counts. And Danny Ings gets 22 goals for this season in the Premier League. I thought he took it far too wide. When it had enough on it. Did it clip the crossbar? It did. And Burnley now have themselves a very good lead now by 2-0. And Ings has got them both. John Ruddy absolutely delighted about that. And that's goal number 22 for Danny Ings this season. And that's 2 in, I think, a space of about 2 or 3 minutes. Kane going through. The referee allowing it to go on. QPR player down and injured, but here's Bojan. This is good football again. And QPR want Burnley to stop play, but Kane's been allowed to go on. Burnley have every right to play on. Trying to like Ings in there for another first half hat-trick. He certainly tore that Newcastle descent to shreds last time out. And he's benefited from a good rest in the second half, because the game had already been won by half time. Here's Trippier. Trippier will try a shot low, but it's an easy save for McCarthy. Good header one. Austin. Is he going to play when he gets on it? Bruma doing well. Bellied in for the suspended John Stones. Of course, Jason Shackle not quite 100% fit to return yet to the Burnley starting 11. Kane into Ings. Just swinging into traffic a wee bit. Only considering just to take the time about it now. We're in a good position at 2 goals up. Bojan. And Ings is there again. And almost got a hat-trick, but for a tremendous save from McCarthy. In fact, it was Gorkoy with a header rather than Ings. Regardless of which, it was a great save. And Harry Kane has been booked for that earlier incident, where he absolutely cleaned out one of the QPR lads. And I think it was Inua that he took out there. He's the man that's currently injured, and Will Hughes to take the corner. Kane's there, and it's 3! And it's the man who's actually just been booked incidentally, Harry Kane, who nods in number 3 for the Clarets. McCarthy was in 2 minds. Did he cut? Would he come? Would he stay on his line? Well, in the end he came. He did either, and by the time he come to try and get the ball, it was too late. And Kane adds to the score in here in this first half. 2 for Ings, 1 for Kane, 3 for Burnley, going surely into half-time with an unassailable 3-0 lead. Well, it's damage limitations in the second half for Queen's Park Rangers for sure. Nua's gone down again. That's for QPR. A tough home match against Aston Villa. They won't want to be going into that one on the back of a really heavy defeat here, and it looks as if it's going to be that way. Certainly after 45 minutes they've been outfought and outclassed. Austin hasn't really had a kick in the game. Well, as his opposite number certainly has. And here's Danny Ings now, his opposite number. The man who replaced Austin as the main goal threat in the Burnley lineup. And Ings surely took it too far, and it's a 4th one! And Harry Kane gets his second. The flag stayed down off the top on that angle, really. This will give us a better angle. All he needed to do, side put the ball in. And there's goal number 4. Two for Ings, 2 for Kane, 4 for Burnley, none for QPR. Simple as that. It's been the most one-sided first half I can remember for a little while, and Burnley go in having been the dominant force in this first half. Ings with 2 quick-fire goals around the halfway mark of the first half, and then 2 goals towards the end from Harry Kane. Gives us a half-time score here at Turf 4 of Burnley 4, Queen's Park Rangers 0. And welcome back to the turf for the start of the second half. Just 2 half times to bring you. Everton 0, Manchester City 2. That's taking place at Goodison Park. And at the King Power Stadium, it's Leicester City 1, Arsenal 1. And we're all set to go in the second half. And no changes from either side. Burnley 4-0 up. And coasting to victory here at the moment. They attack the goal to the left here with Jay Rodriguez trying a speculative shot. Ings now, can he complete the hat-trick first? Kane might know, and he has. Number 5. 3 minutes gone in the second half. Ings had his shot parried by McCarthy. It wasn't held by the QPR keeper, and Harry Kane on hand to complete the hat-trick first. 5-0. And the points are staying in East Lancashire this evening, and completes his hat-trick, and in fact that's 11 in total for the season. Still a bit to go behind to get to where Danny Ings is at the moment as far as Premier League top scorer is concerned. Certainly at this early stage of the season, them two again, like they did last season, proving a real double act. And it's a case, if they can stay injury free for as long as possible, Burnley have every chance of repeating last season's success. And it just proves how dominant Burnley have been in the shots department. 11 shots at goal to QPR's 2. And there's going to be a change in personnel. Harry Kane is going to have a rest, and we're going to see Graziano Pella come on. And with the game already won as well, James Ward-Prowse will replace Will Hughes. And Burnley will be happy to make those 2 substitutions because it just gives certain players a rest. And it means Harry Kane can get a standing ovation as well for the hat-trick he got. And he certainly is. And a chance for Graziano Pella, the Italian. He's got about 35 minutes to show what he's capable of. So James Ward-Prowse on as well. So 2 former Southampton lads on as substitutes for Burnley. As QPR prepare to swing a 3 kick in. Ruddy gets a fist on it, and a positive one at that. And now Danny Ings now will break forward. Sandro Diakite is the QPR change. As Ings charges forward, good save and a goal! Trippier! Grudging goal number 6, and QPR caught with a sucker punch. They've thrown everyone forward. It was 2 against 2, and Ings again denied the hat-trick by McCarthy, but the ball came to Trippier, who somehow from nowhere is ambled forward from right back and tucks it in an unguarded net for goal number 4, well, for goal number 6 rather. And the first Premier League goal of the season for the right back. Well, it's fair to say with the scoreline, Burnley have been nothing but devastating. Austin hasn't had a kick. Half of the QPR team have not been allowed to play as well as they would have liked. Because Burnley have been so irresistible, and this fella here would love to complete his hat-trick now and just level the score with Harry Kane, and he's going to do so now, surely. No. He's got a good 25 minutes to try and do that anyway. Pella wins the ball quite easily. 6-0. Does not flatter Burnley in 1 iota. They should be more than 6 up, to be quite honest. QPR have offered precious little as in any department. They went and deserve to be trailing by more. Ward-Prowse, Santon. The football has really been there for all to see. Ooh, that's a bad challenge. Going to be a yellow card, I think, for Santon. And Davide Santon is going to pick up the yellow card, the caution card for that. So he now must watch his step for the rest of the game. I'm sure. And there's Leroy Fair going off. And I think that might be. We'll need confirmation of that as we see confirmation of the David Santon thing. It's Abel Tarat that's on for Leroy Fair. Well, QPR looking for something of a consolation goal, but Bruma in to deny Austin. Now Bojan. Pella and Ings, Ebert to his left. To Graziano Pella. What a delightful back heel. And Ryan Shawcross is through, and it's scored goal number 7. Well, Shawcross just ambled forward from nowhere. Took possession of a wonderful through ball of a back heel from Graziano Pella, and for a centre-back that was a very accomplished finish. And Burnley now stretch their lead to 7-0 and are really making their presence felt in regards to retaining the Premier League crown. First of the season. And a standing skipper has got one himself now. Just 9 minutes for QPR just to see out now, and then they can really be put out of their misery. Been a totally inept performance by them. They've let 7 in, and quite frankly have not really deserved any credit at all. Fine tackle. Oh, they've got a penalty. Well, I think that's a tad dubious against Trippier, I have to say. So QPR have a chance to get on the scoreboard as Robinson and Trippier have a little bit of a set to. This is what happened. Trippier and Zamora. Well, Zamora's looking for it. He's going down before there's contact made, which I think is a rather harsh decision. Not that it's going to matter in the overall grand scheme of things, but what he does do is give Charlie Austin a chance to get himself a consolation goal against his old side. Well, Robinson has picked up an injury, so can Austin reduce the arrears? No, he's hit the crossbar, but he does score the rebound. So in the end, he needed 2 goals at that, Charlie Austin, and he got it at the second attempt. Tried a full ruddy, and almost made himself look a fool for doing so, and saved himself by reacting first to the rebound, which he tucked in with some aplomb. So it's Burnley 7, QPR 1. And amazingly, it's only his 3rd goal this season in the league. Pella. Oh, what a wonderful turn, and goal number 8. Graziano Pella, the scorer. And that really does complete the route. And what a wonderful turn. Swivel, and the shot was just too good for McCarthy. And that's 8 goals to 1. What an evening's entertainment we've been treated to here at Turf Moor. And anyone that's paid £35 to £40 for a ticket this evening, well, it's been money worth spending really to see this sort of performance. 8-1, and Burnley now I've got the cigar. Well, they already had the cigar and slippers long before anything else. There's the final whistle. So Burnley knock 8 past QPR, who are poor second best. They did pull one back for Austin, but a Harry Kane hat-trick, a goal for Shawcross, 2 for Ings, and 1 from Graziano Pella consign QPR to a massive defeat here at Turf Moor this evening. The final score then at Turf Moor, as we see some of the goals going again for Burnley. Burnley 8, QPR 1.